With us now is Rebecca Cherry. Welcome to the show, Rebecca.
Thank you so much for having me.
I see you brought a friend.
I did, yes. This is one of my oldest friends. This is my violin, yeah.
Okay. At what age did you start playing?
I was 4.
And you are the product of also 2 famous musicians.
Yes, both my parents are classical musicians, and they started having me play when I was 4 years old. And I grew up in a very noisy household. It was always filled with music, with people, and I would say that it was a pretty joyous place to be in.
Are they also violinists?
No, actually, my father's a trombonist, and my mother's a pianist.
Have the 3 of you ever done a collab before?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, my parents had a Jewish dance band that they did on the side because I grew up in Vancouver and it was just something that was needed. So my father said, okay, well, we'll create that. And when I was about 9 or 10 years old, I started playing in the band. And I actually joined the union, and I was the youngest person to ever join the musicians union at that age. So it was a lot of fun. For me, that was just normal to play with my parents and play concerts. My mother always accompanied me, and that was just something that we did.
And what's the first song you ever learned how to play?
Oh, it was probably Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Okay. And so do you ever warm up with that now? Is that one of those go-to warm-ups, or what do you use as your warm-up?
I play scales every day, but my daughter really likes Twinkle, Twinkle, so sometimes I play it for her.
Rebecca, that's so nice. Yeah. How old is your daughter?
She just turned 6 3 days ago, actually.
And now does she have musical talent as well?
Absolutely.
She does? Okay.
She loves the violin. She's been learning violin. She plays piano. She sings. She dances. She's definitely got the genes for the music talent.
Maybe you'll do a Mommy and Me album together someday.
That would be fun. I'm sure she'd really like that too.
Would like it. You've had the opportunity to share the stage with many well-known people. Can you just give us a few?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, on the pop side, it's been people like the Jonas Brothers, Adele, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Beyonce, Florence and the Machine. It goes on and on from there. I'm very grateful to have had that honor to perform with so many wonderful musicians. And on the classical side, I've played with many, many orchestras, and I've been able to play on stages like Carnegie Hall. And it's just been so wonderful that I've had this opportunity.
I was joking earlier, but really your violin is your friend. Right?
It is.
It's like an extension of you. At least when I'm working with well-known musicians like yourself, it seems like there's a connection between you and your instrument. You care for it like a pet almost, right? It's like you have to polish it and you have to make sure that the strings are good, and right?
Yeah, it is definitely a relationship. I've had this violin since I was 16.
Okay.
I actually knew the owner that had the instrument before me, so that was very, very special for me to know a little bit of the history, because my violin was made hundreds of years ago, so there's a lot of people who have played it, and I'm always curious about who they were because they put something of their heart into the instrument. And the relationship with your instrument is really the most special, because it is what breathes your music life.
And longevity to you with that. When I first found out that you played with all those famous musicians, right, and you are playing violin, right, pop, it's like you're creating your own genre, if you will. Not that you're the first to do it, but you are trailblazing your own path. Are you excited by that?
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, and also at times a little bit scary to step into an arena where there's very few people, or that nobody's done what you've done with music before. Though I would say that I think that it's a really great honor to be able to have a talent that I can transcend, classical music, world music, pop. I can go into so many genres, and I'm just very thankful for all of the artists who have taught me and trained me along the way, that encouraged me to keep going with my dreams, to be able to really cross multi-genre and have it not become a stigma.
Let's take a listen to your work.
Thank you so much.
Rebecca Cherry. I'm happy and excited for you, working as a soloist now, on to grand things, and the stages are opening back up. What are you most looking forward to doing in that regard?
Wow, I would say that the thing I'm most looking forward to is connecting with people in person. You know, being able to be with people to play music and share that, the in-person excitement of playing a concert and that energy that you share with the audience is just so palpable. So that's what I'm most excited about doing. And honestly, anytime I have an opportunity to perform, whether it's right now online or streaming, it's all wonderful. I think that as audience members, as musicians, we're finding ways to connect with each other.
Yes.
And to keep creating. So it's all just amazing.
And I was excited that you actually had an opportunity to come here, you know, because I was like, Rebecca Cherry, and I was saying that when I was researching you and all the beautiful photos that you have, you are such an elegant beauty, you know, from the inside out. You just radiate it, you know, it's like you are your violin. So I thank you so much for joining us, and continued success, you know, and happiness to you always. Looking forward to, like, you know, hopefully seeing you perform live, maybe even this summer, because we're both invited to a really special event.
We are.
At a castle.
I can't wait.
I know, I can't wait either. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much for having me, Donna. It was a real pleasure.
So please follow her, love all of her socials, Rebecca Cherry. And if you have a child that wants to play an instrument, you know, the violin can be cool. You know, she makes it
Absolutely.
cool. Stay tuned. Be well.